What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Conscious Culture. This is the one place where we're going to keep it 100 because we're family. We're going to talk about trending topics, and we're going to make sure we stay connected to our true inner selves. Now, before the panelists come on, we got to take care of some house rules, all right? Smash the like button, share. If you haven't already, subscribe. And most of all, comment. We want you to be included in the conversation. In less than 30 seconds, I'm coming back with my co-host, and we're going to start today's show. What have I done? All right. Anyway, welcome to Conscious Culture. I'm hitting too many buttons and done messed something up. But nonetheless, welcome to Conscious Culture, episode 5. I was just thinking, wow, just that fast, we're on episode 5. Okay. So I want you to do me a favor while we're doing all the introductions and all that kind of stuff. Do us a favor and like, share, subscribe, and comment. This is your opportunity now to like, share, subscribe, and comment because we got a wonderful show for you today. All right. Now, happy post Thanksgiving, by the way. We took a break. My team didn't want to do like a pre-record. Ain't nobody said nothing when I suggested it. So clearly everybody was like, ain't nobody got time for that. So, but nonetheless, happy post Thanksgiving. Today we're going to be talking about, we have another very interesting would you rather question of the day. We're going to start with that. Then we're going to be talking about T.I. and Tiny's son, King Harris. Is he the problem or is his parents the problem or both? We got a lot to discuss about that. Then we're going to be talking about, very interesting question. Let's say you get a little boo, right? A little something. How long should you date said something before you introduce them to your family on the holidays? Okay. And then from there, we're going to get a little serious because the question is, are we facing another possible pandemic? Like, is it about to happen again? All right. Oh, hold on. I'm hyped. I'm for real. It would work. We'll talk about that later. All right. And then secondly, we're going to have a bit of an elongated topic on checking in mental health and seasonal depression. All right. So we got a full show ahead of us today. But before we get started in the show, Karen, you're in the hot seat. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Kashai. Enjoy the group because you can express different interests. You can, if you need counseling, they're right there at your fingertips. Anything you're looking for, actually. I mean, if you want the more spiritual side, you can go that route, or
it's there too.
Yeah, everything's there. So it's kind of fun.
And what she's talking about is our private community safe space. And sooner or later, we're going to have them doors open for y'all can join. All right. You done, Karen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thomas, talk to us, man.
What's going on? Good evening. How we doing tonight?
Good.
My name is Thomas. I am an artist, a creative artist that lives in New York City. And SafeSpace is a grand community of different perspectives, different viewpoints, prepared to be inspired, to be elevated, and be open-minded to a different perspective.
All right. I love it. Pastor John, talk to us, brethren.
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Ford. I'm happy to be a part of SafeSpace, and it's been it's had a great impact on my life, and so just happy to be able to share information and gain information, more importantly.
I love. All right. Okay. So do guys do me a favor real quick. As you see, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I see the comments are coming in. Hello, everybody. Now, I didn't even introduce the show. This is Conscious Culture. This is episode 5. We come on every single Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. unless my team decides they're not having it like last week. All right. So every single Wednesday at 8:30, we come on and we talk about conscious things. We talk about cultural events, conversation, but we do it from a consciousness perspective. All right. Now, every single show, we start off with the question of the day. And it's more so like a would you rather. All right. So now the team never ever knows what we're going to do. the team never knows what the question is. And so their responses are truly, off the cuff. And today's would you rather is this. Now, and before I read it, you guys let me know in the comments what your response is, and I'll read them after theirs, all right? One more little thing, and then we're going to get started. We go by a 10-minute clock, so each discussion, we try to stop at 10 minutes, all right? Let's go. Would you rather be able to speak and understand every language in the world fluently, but you can never settle in one place for more than a month? All right, that's number one. Number two.
They horrible.
Number two, have the power to make anyone fall in love with you. But once they do, you can never hear or see from them again.
Oh,
Number three, are you ready for number three? Gain the knowledge of everything in the universe, but you are unable to communicate or share any of it with anyone else. All right, and the clock starts now. Kashai, you're in the hot seat.
I had to go with number one because I don't mind moving around. I kind of have a gypsy spirit a little bit. I like to move around.
So number one is you would be able to speak every single language, but you will not be able to stay in one place for more than a month.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Thomas.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Kashai number one too, because I guess I'm used to moving around. I was a military child, so we moved around every 4 years. So I'm gonna have to go with number one.
Okay, so number one. All right, John.
I'm gonna take number three. To know everything in the universe. And can't share it. That's fine with me. I mean, you don't have to know what I know.
Fair enough.
But definitely not number one, because I don't want to do a whole lot of moving. And number two, I can't. What was number two?
So number two is have the power to make anyone fall in love with you, but once they do, you can never hear or see from them again.
Nah, number three.
Okay.
Number two don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Why does number two make sense?
They fall in love with you and then they die or they disappear? Like,
no, you'll just never hear from
wonderful
them
one night
again.
stands out there or something. It's like a one night stand.
Not a one night stand. Well, I didn't think about that.
What? That's what it sounded like. That's what the first thing came to my mind when you said that you never fool with them again. That's just like somebody you were fascinated in and you hit it.
So they will fall in love with you, but you can't be together.
Yeah, so that's a one night stand.
Yeah,
that does sound like a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
So no, y'all are making stuff up. Nobody said nothing. No, because okay, hold on. I was over here doing.
They will fall in love with you, but you can never see them or hear from them again. I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, hold on, save this new. Hold on, I was doing something. Give me 1 second, guys. I was doing something over here. Bam. All right, good. All right, so I was hoping y'all would go on so I could figure that out. All right, so the thing is, I think I can. Let me say what I would choose first. First of all, I would fail miserably because if I knew everything there was to know in the universe, I would slip and tell it. So I'm not going to do number three because I'm going to mess it up. Okay. I would have to choose number two.
Wow, really? The one night stands?
Yeah, because guess what? Y'all said one night stand. I didn't say it was a one night stand.
But that's what it sounds like,
You
BA.
said you don't get to keep the person.
You
That's
have
what
the
you
power
said.
to make anyone fall in love with you, but once they do, you can never hear or see from them again. I would do that to my enemies.
Oh my God.
Oh, you tripping? Fall in love with me. Now vanish. Now you got this longing in your heart that you can never fulfill, but it's not me because I made you fall in love with me. I didn't fall in love with you.
So you Medusa?
I'll be whatever I need to be.
You know, she would seduce these people and then kill them.
That's what I'm saying, because even though I would love to speak all the languages, I speak in tongues. So what else I need to learn? So number 8.
I like the fact of knowing all the languages so I can communicate with people.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually trying to learn the second language, Spanish. My sister-in-law over Thanksgiving holiday, she informed me that she's going to start
because your sister-in-law is a chiquita, isn't she?
She is a chiquita. She's from she's Puerto Rican. She's from Puerto Rico. Her and my brother met in Spain. No, Japan.
Okay.
They both were in the military.
Got it. Okay.
And so she said she's gonna start some Spanish classes. So I'm gonna sign up to learn.
Oh, I'll do it with you, so I have somebody to talk to. You know, like making up stuff.
Oh, now you're giving Spanish Vixen with this hair today, though. I mean,
yes, she is.
La 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 bamba.
They say blondes have more fun than brunettes, right?
Okay. Listen, that chick went to Brazil and never came back the same, baby. Right. Let's see what the comments are saying. Hey family, hey Falana, hey Vernita, hey Jennifer. Falana says, I wanted to be on the panel, but was interrupted. Oh, well, Falana, when you get a chance, just click the link and come on. I can change the configuration.
Come on, Falana, come on.
Right. Vernita says number 3. She wants to gain the knowledge of everything in the universe, but unable to communicate. Yeah, now Vernita's like that. Vernita would know everything you need to know about what you need to know and will not say a word. She could do it. I couldn't do it. Falana says number 1, speak the language. Vernita says, Lord have mercy. Where do you come up with these questions?
Yes.
And then Vernita says, right, Falana, where do these questions come from? Well, they come from the Holy Spirit. All right. So anything. The Holy Spirit just gets in my heart and it just makes it happen.
Praise.
Hey, Marla. What you doing? All right. So if you're wondering what you're watching right now, you are watching Conscious Culture. We are a private community called SafeSpace, and we come in the public space every Wednesday at 8:30 and have great conversations surrounding all things. Now, hold on for a second. We got to do some little admin work. Somebody's speaker is too loud because I'm getting a little feedback, little. So I'm not sure whose it is. All right.
Is it mine?
So anyway, so we talk about all things. Today we're going to be talking about T.I. and Tiny. The next topic is T.I. and Tiny and their son, their little midget son, King Harris. And then we're going to be talking about
Jesus.
A lot of teeth.
They're going to talk about
a lot of teeth. That's terrible.
Yes, you got a big old mouth with a lot of teeth.
A whole bunch of teeth. He got about 2,000 teeth piled up in that mouth.
And like his mama.
They piled up in his mouth like a trailer park. It's just one on top of the other. Just it's too much. Anyways, y'all gonna get.
But he learned that day. He sure did.
Oh, he did.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. We're gonna talk about it in a second, though. We're gonna talk about it in a second. So after T.I. and Tiny, then we're talking about when is it appropriate to introduce a significant other to your family. I need my daddy them to be on this so I can just subliminally tell them some things. All right, next we're going to be talking about, are we about to face another pandemic? I don't know where John went. He fell off. Hopefully he'll come back. And then lastly, we're going to be doing a check-in for mental health and seasonal depression, all right? All of that and more on Consciousness Culture. Now, I'm going to play this quick, really little commercial, and then it's only a minute, so don't go nowhere, I promise you. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about all things T.I. and Tiny and their little midget kid. All right, be right back. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You gotta check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you gotta confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you gotta do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, and welcome to Conscious Culture, episode 5. Today we're going to be talking about, although the first topic today is T.I. and Tiny's son, King Harris. Let me just read this. The recent news about T.I. and Tiny's son, King, has sparked a debate on parenting and respect. Now, is the son's behavior a reflection of the parents, or can children act out regardless of upbringing? All right. Now, I really would love for you guys to chime in on this. Is a child's behavior reflective on the parent, or can a child act out regardless of upbringing? All right. Now, we're going to unpack this today. Now, I want to just put up a couple of things. Matter of fact, the one I'm going to show real quick is the video. Now, I did not beep out nothing. Okay, I didn't beep it out. So there's going to be some cussing and whatnot, but I believe we'll survive if we try really hard. All right. Let's watch. Let's watch this, and then we'll start talking about it.
You capping. You're upset. You're mad. You capping. I know you. Ain't no mystery about here. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and the family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
That's my favorite part.
Hey, your favorite part is, boy, you can't do nothing with me. All right. You guys, like KFC just commented about it. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. And we are about to start the conversation now. Karen, you're in the hot seat.
Okay, so I think it's a combination. I don't want to say it's just the parents, because you can instill whatever you want to in a child. It's up to them to actually do it. Sometimes they just have growing pains, meaning they're going to rebel. They want to do whatever. But I don't think that's all their fault or all his fault. He's just, and then, like I said, his age too. Kids nowadays, we have really felt like they don't have, the time frame is different. Like when I was growing up, if you're 16 years old, you're supposed to act a certain kind of way. Now, a 16-year-old behavior can be a 31-year-old's behavior. I'm not sure why, but it has changed. I don't know if it's because it was the baby boomer situation where all your kids had to be more adult. They might be latchkey kids and this, that, the other. But now you can't just leave kids by themselves. So we got all these rules. So they don't really have to mature. You can kind of baby them for life. I mean, it's nothing for a college person, a kid graduating from college and moving back in with your parents. That used to not be. If you left the house, you were gone. And that's kind of how my dad is. You leave the house, you're gone. You got to ask him for permission to come back in, because to him, you're an adult. So, when you get these attitudes and say, well, I ain't a child, I'm going to go do my own thing. You couldn't come back.
Once you leave, you're gone. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a different attitude now. We discipline kids different. It's certain things you wouldn't say. It's almost to the point now, no is negative. I mean, that was my biggest one. No is negative. Don't say no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, what is a stop sign? It means no go. You got to stop. So it's just the way you frame things is a little bit different, and just the parent nowadays is really hard because you don't want to offend anybody and you don't want to lay down rules, but that's pretty much how one generation, like I said, the generations have changed so much. My things that my parents would say to me back then, if they said them now, I think somebody would probably get cuffed because you can't do that. You can't do any of that stuff. It's no corporal punishment. You don't spank kids. It's timeout. It's everything's different.
Mm-hmm.
So until we navigate this and figure out how to express feelings and emotions and not just lay down the law, you can't do that anymore. Like what T.I. dad did, I know my dad has done that to my brother because he got too grown for his pants.
Right. Right.
And
Yes.
that's just a thing. But that you don't do that anymore. So everybody's kind of outraged and shocked, and you don't spank kids anymore. So
Gotcha. So you're saying that basically his son. Okay. So what about the question? Is the son's behavior a reflection of the parents, or can a child act out regardless of the upbringing?
the child can act out regardless of the upbringing because, like I said, he has to grow up. He has to come to his senses. Just because you told him what to do does not mean he's gonna do it. I
Mhm.
mean, you know, that's the whole thing. Even they were saying that when you become a man, you stop thinking like a child. That means at any point you could still be in that spot. So it's a growing thing, and boys have a harder problem because, like I said, at what point are they a man? So he's
Mhm.
gonna be mouthy and he's gonna be whatever. Because I watched him, my own brother. I watched him develop into a man, and
Got
it's not a one day boom. I'm a man. It's a development.
Got it.
So, and then all boys try their father. That's just once. That's just in some type of way.
Okay. Got
Because
it.
they the man. They the.
Got it. They got to check the alpha. All right, Thomas, what you got?
I agree with Kashai. The way that we were raised, you know what I'm saying? A child is supposed to be seen and not heard. Child's supposed to stay in the child's place, listen and obey. These kids these days, they got a lot of mouth. They got a whole lot to say. You know what I'm saying? They got an opinion for everything. They think they know everything. Go sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere and listen. I don't think Lil Harris. I don't think his behavior and his action is a reflection of how he was raised. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Kashai. Kids are going to try you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I had a conversation with my sister and my brother. Both of them have 2 kids apiece. And they about to be empty nesters, and during the teenage years, my nieces and nephew have tried, their parents, you know what I mean? And I was kind of like surprised, by the rebellion, you know what I'm saying? How rebellious that some of these kids can be. And I know that my sister and brother, raised my nieces and nephews, the best way. But kids are curious, and we have social media and all this. We didn't have all that when we were growing up. You know what I mean? We had telephones and letters. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have the internet and all this kind of stuff. So I will give grace, you know what I'm saying, to La Harris. I think that T.I. and Tiny, the way my daddy raised me, you embarrass me in public, I'm gonna embarrass you in public. You know what I'm saying? So he was smelling himself, you know what I mean? And daddy and mama had to,
To
let
bring him
him
in.
know, right,
Okay.
you are the child.
So, Thomas, let me ask you this. The question is: the son's behavior a reflection on the parent, or can a child act out regardless of the
I
other?
said that. I answered that. You
Oh.
wasn't listening to me.
Well,
I said that.
I mean,
I said
okay,
that.
now, hold on a second.
I said that.
Okay, because we're
You were
early.
doing just like Lil Harry was doing. You weren't listening. You weren't listening. If you was listening, then you would have heard me say.
Okay,
I felt that Lil Harris's behaviors and action is not a reflection of how his parents raised him.
Okay, got it.
He was trying. You know what I'm saying? He was smelling himself.
Got
you
it.
know,
Got
kids will try you. You know what I mean?
Got it. Okay.
But try Jesus. Don't try me.
All right, John, what you got? Talk to us.
So I do feel like I had to take notes. I do feel like that children can act out regardless of their upbringing. However, this is a reflection of his parents. If you go back to the show T.I. and Hustle, King has always been bad. He's always had a mouth. They should have snatched him up a long time ago. And I'm glad T.I. did snatch him up. But I will say that they are scared that King, I personally feel they're scared that King is going to tell some information on that family. You can just hear in that argument, if you saw it from the beginning, how they were joking him. And basically they was telling him that he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, which he was, and he claimed he wasn't. He's like, no, I stand on business or whatever, right? Whatever that means, whatever. But anyway, most of the time he claims he stayed with his grandmother. And so they was joking him about the fact that, yeah, you stayed with your grandma because you used to hold your breath until we would give in and take you to your grandma's house. And she allowed you to suck a pacifier till you was 12. That's what they was joking with him about. But, you know, he's always had a mouth. He's always had a mouth. I think he's very disrespectful. And I think that it's because, you know, you can't start raising children at 10 and 12. And, you know, he was young when he was on that show and he was cutting up with the mouth, you know? So, yeah, there's a reflection on them to me.
Woo! Okay, interesting. All right. I love everybody's thing. Here's my thing. I have to agree with John on this one. It's the mama and daddy. And it's funny you said that, John, because one of the things I was going to highlight when T.I. was saying, I know you, King was looking him dead in the face saying, I know you too. And I said, I don't know why that stuck out to me. Like, what you know, King? No, why you on this Instagram live? Tell us what you know, friend. And so I thought that was interesting. Now, what I saw the live that led up to that moment. And one of the things I realized in that live was while T.I. was doing mic check, because he was performing at the Atlanta Falcons game this Sunday, King was hanging around the entourage and he was wide open. I'm talking about just cutting up, just wide. You know, back in the day, our parents didn't let you get too wild. Like, calm down now, bring yourself in. He was wide open and he was just cutting up and talking with these men that had to be at least twice his age, definitely his daddy's age. And I could see how that happened because you around these men, you cutting up and they putting up with you because you T.I.'s and Tiny's son. And then you forget when dad come around, you about to get checked. And now there's ego and there's this and there's that. But my thing is, whose fault is that, mom and daddy? I'm going to say something controversial. I don't think there is no way a parent, this is my opinion, could ever look at a child, bad behavior, and don't blame themselves. I don't care.
Oh, they do. That's true. They do.
They do blame themselves, but
I don't think any parent gets any exoneration at all. If you raise
a child has a choice to do the right thing or the wrong thing.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying, but what my thing is discovery. So in SafeSpace, we're always talking about data and DNA. If you know you and you've done the homework on you, you already know what that child is capable of, and you start from zero preparing that child for his or her DNA. And if you have not done that, you're a failure.
Now, I will say this. I agree with you, but there are a lot of parents that don't take accountability for that. Because they're like, listen, I did the best that I could. There's no guide to parenting. So some parents don't feel bad when their kids are, cutting up or whatever. Especially if they feel like they've done the best that they could. You have a lot of them that's just not going to take accountability, or a lot of them just, I don't know. It's just a different breed, because had that been my daddy, I wouldn't be on here tonight.
It wouldn't have made it that far. it would bam.
Right. Exactly. We're picking up your teeth off the
It wouldn't
floor.
even got to my daddy, because when his mama stepped in front of him and said, hush, 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 my mama would have said, it would have been like,
my mama, all she had to do was look at me and straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you.
Like,
but if you notice, the only reason why she stepped in and told the boy to hush was because King told T.I., you capping. He was getting ready to tell it all.
Right.
So she's like, hush.
I think also too, VH, you have to take in consideration some of these parents, they're young and they kids too. You know what I mean? They back in when we was growing up and stuff, our parents were older, you know what I'm saying? And then we have our grandparents and stuff. But now these kids are having babies. Oh Lord. Can you please stop that? They're having babies. So it's like babies having babies, you know what I mean? So my mom was 19 when she had me, you know what I'm saying, her first child. And my dad was 20, I think he was 22 or 23.
Yeah,
when,
you were the oldest, right?
Yeah. So
but here's my thing though. Here's my thing. And I would I'm gonna read you guys' comments. Don't worry, I'm gonna read your comments, but let me stir up some fire with this. If a baby has a baby, unless that original baby grows up real quick, that baby also had a victim. I'll say it again. If a baby, a young person, lays down and gets pregnant, and then that young adult does not grow up quick for the sake of the child, not only did those young adults, not just the woman, the young adults create a baby, they also created a victim, because the victim of that parent's immaturity is the child.
That's right.
I never been on a conference call one time, and it was ridiculous, where it was a whole bunch of us talking about these quote unquote particular bad children. And I'm listening and I'm saying, but hold on, how y'all talking about how these children is? And one of them was the parent, and y'all done got a divorce. The people that caretake them didn't really like them. And you're going to have a conference. The conference call need to be on y'all sorry parents, not on the kids. So that's why now, is there room for grace? Can you forgive parents and all that? Yes, but that does not exonerate a dummy creating victims. And I don't think we talk about that enough. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and y'all feel free to disagree with this one. I would rather a young dummy get an abortion than to create a victim. Sorry.
I kind of understand that, because when someone brings a child in the world with a chemical imbalance or emotional imbalance, it's a detriment to the whole community. That's that kid that can't handle you saying no. That's that kid that has adult. Remember, I spoke on this before. Adult temper tantrums. Meaning,
Correct.
I have told you can't have this. You have self-destructed for whatever reason, because your card declined, or we don't have any more Cheerios. Or
they ran out of chicken breast and KFC.
We don't have chicken breast at KFC.
Right.
Your coupon don't work. All that stuff. So, it's your temperament, because a lot of times you've been taught. Someone's told you, hey, no, you can't have that. I mean, kids do it, but people don't acknowledge when adults do it.
Correct.
So it's the same. It's the same thing.
Correct. Let me read some comments real quick. All right, about to read you guys' comments. All right. KFC says King wants to be what his dad used to be. Now that's interesting. That's a great point. I mean, because dad is known for what dad's known, but I don't think you can look.
He don't have no swagger. He can't do that.
Yeah, you can't look like that and be a street guy.
No.
Let me stop.
He got toy poodle hair.
Right. He's somebody you pet. You know, you like, hey, look cute boy.
Sweet baby.
Yeah. All right. Marla says respect is respect. Marla also says you are a child in my house. I don't care how old a child is. I'm going to offend in my house. My house.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
KFC says he's seen his dad disrespect his mom for years, so he has lost all respect for his dad. Whoa.
Oh.
That can be true too.
John, I think that's some of what you were talking about.
Oh.
That can be very true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Okay, Marla says, my mom didn't care how old you were. She smacked my brother in his 30s for talking when she told him to shut up. Good God. Marla says, a child will act out regardless to how he was raised. Okay, so Marla says regardless, all right? Vernita says, yes, King always had a mouth and 2,000 teeth. All right, Jennifer says.
I can't take that for teeth.
Jennifer says he wants to live that life his dad lived, but he ain't about that life. Talking about he's standing on business. He just wants attention in the wing manner. Not all reflect on parents. He has his own mind. Okay, all right. Vernita says, I love these comments, y'all. Vernita says, exactly. Thank you, Pastor John. Many parents do not take any accountability. And then, hey, Dr. Clyde. Clyde says, oh, Lord. Right. And then Vernita says, LOL, no. Okay, so that's that. Great conversation. I think I'm gonna chop this one up, y'all, for the repost. I think this was a good one to chop up the repost. All right. If you're coming on, you're watching episode 5 of Conscious Culture. We are a private community called SafeSpace. Sooner or later, we're going to open up the doors to SafeSpace so you can join us. But we come on every Wednesday at 8:30 and have a cultural conversations in a conscious matter where we share our opinions on almost anything. All right. Okay. Don't go anywhere real quick. Before I go in somewhere, I need to tell you this. If you're enjoying today's show, how about you like, share, subscribe, and comment? If you haven't commented yet, like, share, subscribe, and comment. All right. And I appreciate you for that. All right. I'm going to play this quick advert real quick, and then we're going to come back. The next topic we're going to talk about is, do y'all want to skip this one, holiday introductions, timing matters, and get to the next one since we spent a little too much time on T.I. and Tiny? Or do y'all want to talk about how long should it take to introduce your loved one to family? Y'all want to talk about that?
Yeah,
well, you said you needed to do that.
Okay, so that's right. Good. All right, good. Thank you for Thank you. All right, we're going to play this quick advert, and then we're coming right back. Hold on. Back. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, welcome back to Conscious Culture. All right, this is episode 5. We're about to have a really interesting conversation on how long does it take to introduce a loved one to your family, all right? Now, I forgot to add this part here. So now, if I ever text y'all this is what you should know. If I text you this.
Oh, wow.
You embarrassed in SafeSpace.
Comparisons.
Oh my God.
They use that meme talking about that's how King Harris looks.
Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible.
His mouth just looked like it opened up so wide. It was just, I don't know.
That's how you're able to get them 2,000 veneers in there.
That's crazy. His mouth just. How you do that?
I don't know. That's genetics, baby. That's a lot of mouth. Now, I wanted to, you know what? I forgot. We got so lost in the conversation, but I'm not going to add it. There was something I wanted to ask y'all about enablement, but I won't do that because T.I. been posting, basically taking up for his son since that has happened.
Nobody wants their child to get ate up, so he's trying to stop it because he probably know he's not this gangster. You can tell how he was arguing that he's not a tough person, so he don't want him to hurt himself because people telling him he a wuss or he got teeth like yeehaw or something. You don't know that.
Right. I tell y'all what. Let me tell you what. If I ever show up on SafeSpace with
pampering that boy.
Oh yeah, they probably went and got manicures the next day.
They pampering him because they trying to keep him quiet. That's what that is.
Yeah, I believe that.
Time bomb though.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be told. It's gonna be told because he's the one that even told that basically they were not living. Well, some of the siblings wasn't living with them. They would only go over the house when it was time to record the reality show. All them grown kids, no one said that, but it took King to let us know that he wasn't even living with his people. So to your point, John, there you have it. There you have it. Now, y'all pray for me. I don't know if y'all saw that. Maybe those of you guys are watching. I almost had a fit because I was trying to figure out what was that noise in my house. That was TJ coming home. And I don't know if y'all saw, I was looking. No, for me to be so mouthy, I'm so scary. But anyway, at any rate, all right, let's get to the next topic. Let me rewind. It don't make no sense because I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't get my alarm system notifications. Whew, nonetheless. All right. Very important topic we need to talk about here. Amara, you find a boo.
Your boo thing.
You find a boo thing. You know, Pastor John find a boo thing. Because should I go back to Brazil, find a boo thing? Thomas put on his good sweater like today and go to the club and find out boo thing. And, you know, y'all talking or whatever, y'all caking. And then, you know, let's say you meet them February. Is 4th of July a good enough time to bring them to the family? Or is it a year? I want to know from the panelists and those of you guys who are watching, your opinion on how long should you be dating someone before you introduce them to family? Kasha, you're in the hot seat.
Okay, it's two things. If I'm trying to judge him and figure out what's going on with him, like, I mean, I can be into him, but I'm just not sure about him. I can take him to different family members to figure this out.
Oh, so you might introduce them a little earlier so y'all can read them.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. Now, what if you feel like there's no red flags, all green flags? How long would you date said Brazilian before you brought him to the family?
I don't know, because my mom's a really stickler for stuff. My dad don't care. You happy? Y'all good? Okay. Right. My mom, she's like, wait a minute. Where his folks from? Da 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 da. My dad, he don't care. As long as I'm happy.
Right. Got it. So just you have to feel it.
I had to feel. My question for myself was, do I feel like the scrutiny? Like if I know that I like them and that's who I want. Right. I had to feel like, can I deal with the scrutiny of what my mom will do?
So let me ask you this, Kashai. Let's say y'all are 8 months in, right? And he's like, I want to meet your family because you've already met my family, but you already know the scrutiny is coming. Are you going to choose? And let's say he's like 10 toes down. He like a king. He's standing on business. You choose possible scrutiny, or do you be like, no, wait until you're comfortable?
I still would have to wait till I'm comfortable because, like I said, I'm gonna have to interpret to him all the stuff that's going on in my household. Because my brother has one way of acting, my mom has a way of acting, and my dad seems like he don't care until the last second. So somebody got to decode all these people, and I got to be ready.
So you got to protect him, no matter what he wants. You got to protect him from the
Yeah, I
family.
got to protect his family. Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Thomas. Sorry.
Oh Lord, y'all hear the sound? I need to hear them talk.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, the heat is coming. Okay, so I think you, if you're dating somebody, you should wait a year. Surprisingly, when I went to my brother's house for Thanksgiving, my little niece has a boyfriend.
Oh.
I found out that my niece has a boyfriend, and he came to the Thanksgiving holiday.
Wow.
And I was like really surprised because my niece is very introverted, you know, but my brother said that this relationship has
brought her out a
been
little.
Really, it's brought her out a little bit, make her more sociable, and the funny part is that the father, my niece's boyfriend, his father is a pastor. So I said, okay, that's why David.
Good blood.
Right.
Right.
That's why David and Rosalie, you know what I'm saying, they cool with it with him. But he's very very, you know, respectable, and you know what I'm saying, and I like him, and I like him for my niece.
Okay. Are you choosing family over or over your lover?
Or if I'm dating somebody, I'm choosing me first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I haven't had a boo thing in a long time, so for me to bring somebody to meet the family, that's gonna be a big thing. But I have to date this person for a year to make sure that, you know, they're gonna be, you know,
they're gonna be the one. Got it.
The one, right?
Fair enough. Pastor John, you going out there to get old first lady? What you got, man? Talk to us.
Listen, I honestly would say that there's really no time frame. It's just if I know that you and I are potentially going to have a future, and I really, 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 really know, then I'll be ready to take you to the family.
Gotcha. Now
on the other side, I got family members that I just flat out told them, don't bring nobody else. Don't bring nobody else to the family gathering, especially one of my family members, because I love people. And one of my family members, I mean, he falls in love with these girls and he start taking on their kids. And then I start buying the kids Christmas presents. Then the next year they're gone. And that's another one. See, we're not going to keep doing all this every year. So I've told my family members pretty much, listen, if you bringing somebody around us and that's your boo thing, don't even call it, just say this is my friend. That way I ain't even got to be, you know, just say this is my friend until you for sure. Because it don't make no sense to be just have a different boo every year, or every holiday.
Right. Pickaboo, right? Peekaboo. Okay, so for me, oh gosh, I believe that I would not put a time frame on it, but I would be close to them being the one before I bring them around my family. Now, interesting enough, my mother don't have a lot of boundaries with these kind of things. So if she FaceTime me and be like, who at the house? And I'm like, oh, this boo thing, she gonna be like, oh, let me speak to him. Hey, so-and-so and so-and-so and so. So it's a bit odd because a lot of these these guys are like trial and errors. I'm not really for real. I'm just building my muscles right now, you know? And it's gonna be like, you know, like one. No, let me be quiet because I don't know.
It's okay. It's all right. We understand.
Yeah, because
It's
at
okay.
any rate, so my mother has this very interesting way of meeting my friends, no matter what classification of the friendships they are. So, and then I'm a wide open book. So now I'm not going to do social media though. I'm not going to be one of those people, because there's this one guy I follow on Instagram, Podang. He get a boyfriend, he just being so in love, and you can tell clear as day when they break up. He start playing sad music. Thomas, you know who I'm talking about too. But he started playing sad music, and then it's like, you know, you could tell by the pose, he went from like pajamas to just by himself with his dog, and I'm like, bruh, just stop. Nonetheless, so I would wait until I know, because first of all, knowing that my family is a traditional Christian, you know, family, and so we are socially experimenting, because I'm not traditionally Christian, and then I'm same gender loving, and so I also want to keep down as less trauma as possible. So for all parties, including me, especially me. So for me, it's best bring them around when I know. Now, the thing is, when I bring them around, my family will know, but my family will already know them, if that makes sense what I'm saying. All right, let's read some comments real quick. Falana says, my mother-in-law said to my brother-in-law, he was in his late 40s, after him being disrespectful, I'm gonna slap them. Oh, right. Yeah, them old ones don't count. Yeah, they gonna cuss you out, probably pull a gun out on you. All right. Marla says, first, make sure you're healed first, then wait about 9 months before introducing them. Oh, now that's good, Marla, because the thing is, I always tell people, you don't have to be healed to start a relationship, because what'll happen is when you start that relationship, one or two things going to happen. It's going to accelerate your healing, or it's going to let you know you're not ready. But I like the idea, before you start taking them serious, you should have gone past a certain amount of healing. Now, I have this ideal about waiting for healed to get in the relationship first, because a lot of the healing will come through that interpersonal relationship. By yourself, there's two dimensions of healing: what you do in seclusion and what you do in community. So, but I like Marla's thing. You don't go introducing them to family, or you're going to be like John, about 11 nephews, you know, so and nieces. All right. Vernita says, I like that, Marla. Falana says, me too, Marla. Hold on, what this about to say? Vincent is asking for a friend. Oh, absolutely, I sure am. I need data, because listen, y'all, I opened up. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Mom. Oh, you're absolutely right, Falana. She thinks she's slick, but I am well aware she's keeping tabs. Like it's like, oh, I just just so happened to just want to see who's around. No, she's keeping tabs. She's straight keeping tabs. Now let me tell y'all this real quick. Hold on. All right, good. Let me tell you.
See, he did that because he thought somebody was going to say something.
No. I did that because Thomas. I'm sorry, Thomas. I gotta stop being a pest. But let me tell y'all. So, and we had a 3-hour private safe space session a couple of Thursdays ago, and I opened up about my feelings about dating, and I had a lot of support from the safe space members. So let me tell y'all what I did. I reopened up my Tinder app, and I started a Hinge app. That's all. All right, moving on. So moving on. So So I only got nervous. Hold on. What's next?
You did.
Well, welcome to Conscious Conversation. Hold on. What?
He gonna drop it. He loves dropping this stuff and then let's move ahead.
Welcome to Conscious Culture, because we are not talking about that on this good old public YouTube.
I know it.
Consciousness Culture, episode 5. If you're wondering what this is, you might be watching this and who is these people? Well, we're humans. We're normal people. We make mistakes, but we're deeply spiritual. We're conscious. And we are hell-bent on being our best selves. That's who we are. We just so happen to be a part of a private community called SafeSpace. And what we do on SafeSpace is we hold each other accountable to being our very best self. And we come on live every Wednesday at 8:30, and we have cultural conversation from a consciousness perspective. If you are enjoying today's show thus far, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. It is imperative that you do that if you want to be my friend. All right, you want to be my friend? Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Matter of fact, if you're thinking, oh, you're such a good-looking guy, you're on the market again, and you want to DM me and holler, snapshot you liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, I'll have a conversation with you.
I bet you will.
You bet I sure will. Now, am I pimping myself out? Yes. Praise the Lord.
All right.
All right. All right, so that's
I cannot.
Okay, so let's see what the comments are saying real quick, and then we're moving to the next thing. What does KFC say? I would wait until I know they wouldn't leave me. My family is wild. That's how I'll know he's a right. Because mine is too. And we were playing spades on Thursday, and it got a little rowdy, and I can't get embarrassed. I can't run you off. So I need you to know, there's two levels of running off. If I don't run you off, you a trooper. If they don't run you off, you a storm trooper. So, because I got a knack for running people off. All right, what's this here? Hold on. Got it. All right, Thomas, gotcha. All right, got it. All right, cool. All right, I done lost my thought, got off track telling my business. Mark, next topic. Oh, it's a serious topic, and I really would like your guys' opinion on it. All right, so let's get into it. Hold 1 sec. I need somebody to start working these lower thirds because I'll be over here clicking and talking. It's too much. What is it? When do you? Oh, here we are. Are we about to experience another pandemic? Whew. All right, so with reports of increasing respiratory infections in China and concerns in the U.S., we're going to discuss the possibility of facing another pandemic wave. All right, we're going to analyze the current situation and share our thoughts on this looming global concern. Now, before I do that, I actually want to put up some articles that I found on Twitter. The first one is here. The first one is this one. Beijing hospital overwhelmed by crowd suffering from a respiratory illness. China insists it's just the flu and not a new virus. Now, that was a couple of days ago, y'all. Then look what I saw last night. Happening now, the mysterious respiratory illness that has been hitting China hard has now made its way to the United States. Washington, D.C. is now seeking an uptick in hospital cases due to the mysterious illness. The illness appears to hit children the hardest, but China is still saying that they haven't seen any reason for concern yet. Who is monitoring the situation? After COVID, does anyone trust anything anymore? All right, are y'all ready? Kashai, you're in the hot seat. John, you're going to go second because, Thomas's thing is going. All right, Kashai, talk to us.
So, oh God. Okay, so I'm hoping it's not another pandemic. But then I also kind of feel like sometimes it's overrated and it's hard to believe them, okay? Because the 6 feet thing, and then people are still getting sick, and then folks getting shots, and they still getting sick, and I don't know. And then everything is birthed out of China, and I'm just trying to. It's hard,
right?
Right. Yeah. So all I can tell people do is protect yourself the basic ways that we know, and then it's also around the same flu season, so.
Right. So it could just be a uptick of flu.
It could be, or it could be something else. I mean, it's so hard to tell with it's too many people make money off of it. Okay, you got the pharmaceutical companies that make money off of it. You got the United States that, it's something, but then it might not be something. And you just have to make sure you keep your faith in God, I mean,
Right.
clean your, do your basic stuff.
Right.
If you see someone sneeze and get away from them, you wash your hands, you make sure you take your vitamins, make sure you eat properly, get your proper rest. That's the only thing I can tell you do. The basic things you do when it's cold and flu season,
Yeah.
because otherwise, I mean,
We'll see what happened, right?
yeah, that's all we can do.
Okay, John.
So I believe that it's probably going to be another uptick. I believe that we are wiser now. I do believe that when COVID came, we had, we didn't have good leadership. We had dumb leadership. And we also had folks like me that just because leadership wasn't, really explaining anything or taking it serious, you had people like me that didn't take it serious. I thought folks was losing their mind when they was ordering masks, and then one day they just come to my job and they like, y'all got to go home, and I'm like, what? And then we end up working from home and still at home, which is a blessing. But anyway, I do believe that I do believe it's an uptick, and I do believe that we are now paying attention more. Now, if our leadership changes, and they don't put emphasis on, health or anything, then I think it may potentially become a problem. And then the flip side of that is that we have some people that have become very comfortable too, to where if something was to, hit the United States, it possibly would spread because people are just thinking, that COVID's over or whatever, and and not taking caution or whatever. But it's kind of iffy. But I don't think it's going to be as bad.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think y'all need to get y'all rack up on your orange juice, get your elderberry, start, get you some apple cider vinegar. You know what I mean? Start taking your vitamins because it's here and it's here to stay. COVID has not left the building. Okay, she's still here. She's still wreaking havoc. And I had a COVID scare actually recently. I flew to San Antonio, Texas, to my brother's house for Thanksgiving, and on my way back to New York, I was getting ready, to go to the airport, and my sister-in-law came in and she was like, "T, I gotta tell you something." I said, "What's going on?" She said, "You're not gonna believe this, but your brother just tested positive for COVID." I was like, "What? COVID?" Like, he was at work, and I guess one of his supervisors informed that one of his coworkers tested positive for COVID, so he had to go take a test because I guess he was exposed to it. And so when he took his test, it came back positive for COVID. So he came home early. I was a little worried because I was about to get on a plane and come back to New York. Like, I was ready to come home. But if I tested positive for COVID, I wouldn't be able to get on the plane.
Stuck. Right.
I'm stuck. You know what I mean? So Rosalie went to the pharmacy and she brought back a whole bunch of tests. So everybody in the house got tested, including my mom. And thankfully, everybody tested negative.
Good.
But David, unfortunately, has the COVID again.
Right.
This is not his first time. So, and he's been, vaccinated and stuff like that. When COVID first started, we were scared and stuff. I lost my uncle to COVID, and I was like you, Pastor Ford, I was what's the word? I was
what's physical about it?
Yeah, is this a real thing? You know what I'm saying? But New York was the epicenter of COVID. You know what I mean? So like New York completely shut down because of it, and it was a ghost. It was really weird. New York being quiet and nobody on the street. It was scary.
So
anyway,
let me ask this though.
Yeah.
We're not actually talking about COVID though. We're talking about something new coming.
A new virus, a new strand of COVID.
Well,
It keeps
oh, that's what I'm saying. They're not calling this COVID. They're saying that this is an odd flu-like lung infection. So the question is, are we about to experience another pandemic based on what's going on in China?
I believe that we will, because like you said, people have gotten comfortable. They're not wearing their masks. You know what I mean? I was on the plane on coming to back to New York, and this white guy was sitting next to me. His name is Timothy. Sorry, Timothy. But he was sneezing and coughing. And I was like, oh God, please. I said, my brother just got the COVID. And then I said somebody on the plane was just coughing and sneezing. I'm like, he coughing and sneezing all like every 5 minutes. I said, oh Jesus. Oh, protect me. I wanted to say something to him, but I was like, I don't want him to feel bad, because he probably already feel bad because he's sneezing and stuff. He's trying to be like, trying to hide it, but yeah, no.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I need another pandemic to come. Let me tell you why. I need another pandemic to come because this would be the perfect time to grow this platform. When pandemics happen, YouTube channels blow up. What can I say? All right.
Go back to working from home.
Yeah.
Listen, my job was non-essential, so it almost. I mean, oh my God,
I'm gonna collect them good old stimulus checks. Glory to God. Get me on some food stamps this time. I'm gonna take advantage of everything I never took advantage of before. I'm gonna get boy. Nonetheless, all right. Anyway, hold on. So, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. That's all I got. All right. Number two, some people are saying it's gearing up for the October surprise because it's something that America is concocting because the elections are coming next year. So there are some conservative MAGA folks saying, oh, how convenient. It's coming again. That's how you're going to steal the election, of course. And then my sister was down bad this weekend. She took all the tests, but she came out negative, but she was down bad. Like, I mean, down bad. So that was interesting. I am going to get some.
Have y'all received your vaccination? Because I'm not trying to get COVID over the airwaves.
Thomas, that's a personal question, Thomas.
That ain't no personal question when it has to do with my life.
Thomas.
Oh my God.
Kashai, John, I got this. Hey, Thomas. For people who always
what?
They shouldn't be worried about what people get.
BH.
Hey, this nigga be doing.
I don't put past. I put past for myself.
Okay. I'm gonna get some healthy lung supplements just in case. Because
I mean, it's flu season. You know what I'm saying? So it could be the flu, it could be the cold, the RSV virus. You know what I'm saying? These viruses don't go away.
He just had to do it.
I hate that.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's read some comments real quick. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing? Carolyn is in the house. All right. I bet that was weird. I'm not even sure what we were talking about. I'm sure something was weird we were talking about. Jennifer said it's still COVID, Hill. Now, I was just being the devil's advocate. It's probably still COVID, but I was being the devil's advocate. If it's not COVID, it's COVID-like. I would suggest.
Right. Yeah. It's a virus. It's a virus.
Yeah, it's a COVID-like virus. Jennifer says they're lying, saying it's not COVID. It's just another strain. Huh. All right. Carolyn says it's not COVID. It's a form of pneumonia. It's been around for ages. Oh. And then, of course, a lot of laughter. Okay, we did good on that one. We stayed within the 10 minutes. How is it an hour? We took too long on T.I. and Tiny. Good God Almighty.
It didn't take too long.
Really, Vincent, the buzzer? I like the buzzer. Y'all don't like the buzzer?
No, we don't like the buzzer.
It's okay, Thomas, when we see him in person.
Now listen, if
We'll
that
have a bear.
listen, and now if the monkey go to flying around the air and trying to get in lungs, we're gonna see each other on the screen.
Oh Lord.
We could do COVID tests. We could do COVID tests.
Ooh, that'd be too. Okay.
Okay, Lord, if you're gonna bring a pandemic, can you wait till after March?
Have any of y'all had COVID?
I'm so mad at that because I was so proud.
I
just
had
caught
COVID. I caught it. Oh, Pastor Ford, God bless you.
You haven't called it for it? Oh wow.
Oh wow. I caught COVID. I think it was last year. Yeah, last year.
Oh.
And I lost my sense of smell. I could taste my food, but I couldn't smell it. It was really weird. But I got COVID after I got the vaccination, so I felt better. You know what I mean?
That's good.
But a lot of people, got the long COVID. You know what I mean? My mom was telling me that one of her the mothers of the church, has the long COVID, and she still can't smell or taste.
Lord have mercy. Have you ever gotten it? Man, I'm so over it because I was so close to not having it, and then I just had to get it.
I got it.
Listen, it whooped my tail. It whooped my tail like the universe had a vendetta against me. It was like, I was 2 a.m. Sunday morning. I'm hollering at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Sunday morning. I'm hollering at the TV for JSU because I wanted not JSU, Colorado University, Deion Sanders' team. I wake up 8 hours later like this, like I got hit by a Mack truck. I stayed on my back for 9 days. And then probably about 10 to 14 more days after that, I had COVID fatigue. So I was out a cool almost a month, yo. I was down bad. I was down bad. Let's see. Falana says RSV has been around for a long time. Marla says she hasn't had it before. Carolyn says she hasn't had it before. Vernita says, yes, I caught COVID. It was like a horrible cold. The cough lasts. Listen, that cough hurt it. I was taking Tylenol just for the pain of the cough. Falana says, I have, but I wouldn't have known it asymptomatic. Okay, you got away good. And then Marla says, my husband has long COVID. Wow.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Marla.
Yeah, that's sorry to hear that there. Okay, one more, and then we're going to be done for the day. I was going to take our time, and it must be. I'm looking at these numbers. There must be that YouTube advert going because those numbers are dropping. But we're going to take our time and talk about this, but we need to speed it up a little bit because we're already an hour and 13 minutes in. We're going to take a real quick break, only a minute, so don't go anywhere. Just check out this quick advert. And then when we come back, we're doing a mental health check-in, all right? We're going to be talking about seasonal depression and all the things. I'm going to share a story of my bout with it when we return. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, welcome to Conscious Culture, episode 5, with my lovely co-hosts, Mr. Thomas Bristow, Mr. John Ford, and Ms. Kashai. Love, love, love. We are a community called Safe Space. We're a private community, and we come to the public space every single Wednesday at 8:30, unless they decide not to. And we talk about cultural things from a conscious perspective, and that's why the name of this show is Conscious Culture. All right, we've talked about T.I. and Tiny. We talked about when to introduce your boo thing to the family. We've talked about, are we headed towards another pandemic? And lastly, we're going to discuss a check-in with mental health. How is everyone's mental health doing, considering we're in the holidays? Something funny seems to be going on around here, at least with me. All right, so let me get my little banners together. Hold on one second. That's up. All right, Thomas, you're in the hot seat. Well, before we bring it up here, we're going to close today's session with final thoughts. Hold on. We're going to take a genuine look at mental health, discussing seasonal depression, coping with disappointment, and overall well-being. All right. Take us there, Thomas.
I love the holidays, but the holidays also, I lost my father. And I lost my father 2 days after Christmas, and I lost my grandfather on Thanksgiving Day. And it's been about 14 years since my father passed. The seasonal depression, that's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I started feeling it, you know what I mean? And I had to really pay attention to the triggers and the things that may trigger me to, you know, go into the depression, you know what I mean? Instead of thinking of the loss, you know what I mean? I think the good things about my father and and my grandfather, and I try to, you know, surround myself with, you know, friends and family and stuff, and you know, yeah, because that depression is a real thing.
It's a real thing. Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Pastor John.
Hello?
So you kind of muted. I don't think we can hear.
So this time of year is very, very depressing for me. I do suffer from seasonal depression, but I know how to manage it. I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of stuff that goes on, or like, for example, my mother's birthday was Thanksgiving, and then my grandmother's birthday is in January, and we always had a big celebration for her. And it's gotten worse over the years, the older I get, because when I was young, I was always with family. But of course, you know, as you grow older, everybody gets their own family and they have their own little, you know, personal family time with their immediate section. So you're not with your siblings too much as you could be. So it's kind of tough. But like I said, I know how to. I can really manage it now. I mean, I noticed that last week, probably about Tuesday, I started feeling a little icky. And I was like, you know what, let me get up out this house. And I went out and I did things that was going to make me happy, you know.
Right.
I'm now in the process of gathering movies, because I realized that now it's getting colder, so it's going to be harder to leave the house. Especially towards the end of December, right around Christmas. So I'm trying to gather all the movies that I love to watch, and you know, just trying to do creative things to keep myself occupied, keep myself busy. I do a lot of talking to people, a lot of meditating, a lot of praying, and not only let me hurry up. But not only do I take on the depression of myself, but being a pastor, I take on depression of other people.
Right.
I'm very worried about people's mental health within my congregation or people that I encounter, and sometimes that can overwhelm me. People that struggle through the holidays or may have lost a loved one. Sometimes that can grieve me also. So yeah, I have to be very, very careful. All I can say is stay prayed up and try to do things that's going to keep your mind occupied.
Love.
Yeah, I agree.
Shy?
For me, I think the holidays, pretty much how I want my family to be. So sometimes that can make you be kind of depressed, like if you don't have kids or your significant other and stuff like that. And if you're a certain age, you'll be like, okay, well, we know we're not going to probably get those kids.
Yeah.
So that can be a depressing thing, but I just focus on what I do have. I have a wonderful family as far as my mom, my brother, and they're with me now, and I try to spend as much time as I can with them. Immediate family, I have a couple of aunts and great aunts, and I try to make time to see them, but you got to focus on what you have. A lot of times depression can only set in when you focus in on what you don't have.
Yes.
So when you channel it into what you can do, a lot of times I even do kind of giveaways, or like if you go somewhere and they're giving out turkeys or food or something like that, just being able to give joy to somebody else, volunteering in some type of way, it makes it go away as well. So it's just kind of quieting the sound of your thoughts in your head.
Yes.
That's what I focus on doing.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
I never considered myself having seasonal depression. I might need to look into it. I never considered myself having it. I know I got slapped upside the head this week because something that I was, or last week and this week, something I was really hoping to happen happened, and I let my guard down, and then it got messed up at the last minute. And that took me for a loop. That, like yesterday, I woke up and I did my normal. I don't care what y'all got to say about me. There's a certain kind of way I wake up that says, eat, go back to bed, bro. That's exactly what I did. Excuse me. That's exactly what I did. I went back to bed because it was heavy. Like it's almost like you got to carry around a bag of books that are 20 pounds, right? And at first, it's heavy to carry it around, and then you get used to it. And then you find out, oh, I don't have to carry it around no more. So you put it down, and then you just chilling and relaxing. And then you get a call 2 days later, oh, we changed our mind. Now you got to start carrying it around again. It's like, no, I could have just kept it in my hand the whole time. And that's how I felt yesterday. What happened was, and I was feeling like that actually the first half of today. And I was trying to do some work at my desk, and it wasn't working. The work wasn't working. So I do what I do. I went upstairs. And I went to lay down, and I was thumbing through Instagram. And there's this guy I thought was just a comedy guy who skits on Instagram, but he's actually a musical artist. And he said, he put up the song and how many spins it got on Spotify. And I was hearing the words of the song. I said, oh, this is nice. And when I listened to those songs, it spoke to me so much. I also pulled cards for myself because you guys know my spiritual expression is multifaceted. So I don't use tarot cards, but I use colored cards. And my card spoke to me and was basically telling me everything's going to be okay. The song talked to me. And then a safe spacer, I was talking to her today, and I was telling her about what my cards were saying, which is in a general conversation. And when I heard myself say it, it was like I saw it clear. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to pick back up the 20-pound bag again, and I'm going to be all right. So it took me a day and a half. And do I feel weak? Yes. Do I feel like I'm not making the mark? Yes. But do I care? No. I am going to do what I need to do to make sure I'm okay. And now I have the strength to be on here with you guys. I spoke with that safe spacer, and I was telling them, I said, I share a lot of my less than marvelous parts of my life in the hopes that it gives people permission to feel all right when they don't feel all right.
Right.
And that's what I hope that we're doing when we talk about these things. Not that we have all the answers, but that we just want to give y'all permission to be all right if you don't feel all right, because you're not going to always feel all right. And it's okay. And ain't no need to faking it. Like, I like what John said, because you already know it's getting cold. So let's go ahead and build around that. Because Shai said, you already know certain things might not be a reality. So start focusing on what you have versus what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of things like that, that's real. That's real. That's just straight up real, and be okay with that not being okay. All right. Anybody got last words for the next 38 seconds? Okay. Let me put up some comments real quick. Marla says she's praying for you, Thomas. Marla says she's praying for you, Pastor John. Vernita says, this is my second holiday without my grandparents. Seasonal depression is real. I spend time with friends and do things that make me happy. I love that. And then Marla says she's praying for you, Lady K. All right. So I guess I don't need prayer. I'm fine. What else?
My God.
They praying for you too, man.
Right. I'm gonna cut it off because we met the mark this time, Thomas. We met the mark. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Y'all, we did that good. I did not expect us to do that.
Easy to cut it off this time.
Right. Wow. Okay. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Conscious Culture today. We hope that you got something out of it. We'll be back here at 8:30 on next Wednesday to do the same thing all over again. All right. If you want to connect with us, you can do so by texting a whole bunch of numbers to a whole bunch of numbers that I don't have in front of me right now. But guess what? I'm going to be playing a commercial that will allow you to be able to get all the information you need about connecting with us. All right. Also, that information in that commercial is also in the description box connected to this video. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can get connected with us for free, absolutely free. You can join our text club. That way, any videos we put out, even letting you guys know that we're live. And if you want to join us in the beginning, you can join the text club. You can also join our email community. Now, on most weeks, you get emails twice a week, but it didn't happen this week. Because like I said, I was in the bed yesterday. At any rate, but you will be getting an email on Friday. And also, if you want a free consultation with me, listen, I don't know anybody that has had a consultation with me that did not leave with their life radically changed. All right. So all of the information to even get the free consultation is connected to the description box that's connected to this video. All right. I love you guys. Oh, well, thank you, Marla. About time.
She said much prayer. Amen.
Thank you. So, but listen, we love you guys, Safe Spacers. I'll see you guys in our private live on tomorrow at 8:30. And then, of course, for Sanctuary of Focus on Saturday at 8:30. Until next Wednesday at 8:30, or I post something else. Hold on. Lord Jesus, I need somebody to volunteer to do this. Okay. We'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I really, really, really want to connect with you, all right? I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. So as soon as you sign up, about 3 minutes after, check your spam box and let these people know this ain't spam. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video.